Thanks to you, my daughter has nothing. Nothing. And I want to know why the house was put in your mother's name when you've got 2 flashy cars on the drive. Sorry? Is that really the way to speak to your ex-mother-in-law? Is it?
Well, it is, yeah. Listen here.
So could you please answer my question? Why is this house in your mother's name and not? Why did my daughter not know about this?
Well, unlike your opportunistic. That's how you say the word. Opportunistic. That's how you say it. Daughter, yeah. Unlike her, I'm a very caring son. So I thought, well, I love my mother. Let me buy my mother a house in case if I sadly maybe passed away before my mother.
No, I'm sorry.
It could be like this. So my mother has a nice, lovely house.
You didn't think to mention this to my daughter?
You keep calling her your daughter. Call her what she really is. Your co-conspirator.
You didn't think to mention it to her?
I need to love her.
I mean, she married you, and she loved you, and she trusted you, and all the time, her home, which she decorated, and did things to the garden, all that jazz.
With my money.
Was it your money, though, or was it your mother's money?
Oh, my mum's money. Well, no, I bought it for my mum. It was a gift.
Really? And you couldn't buy flowers like most people do for their mothers.
Oh no, I bought the flowers for your daughter.
I don't think you're intelligent.
Intellectual is what you can call me.
You're intelligent. You wouldn't have put the house in your mother's name.
Your little narcissistic daughter. She played this whole thing like a game.
Narcissistic?
Yes, love.
I suppose you even know what that means.
Well,
narcissistic, because you certainly don't know how to write your name down on the house.
This game like a game of chess, and I won.
Is it all about? It's not all about winning, you know.
Well,
this was about trust
with her. She thought, you know what? She set up everything like a game of chess. Cool, there's a house here, there's cars here, there's businesses here, there's everything. We have a great life. Oh, cool. Let me just take it all.
You have got.
Oh yeah, she big mad. Looks like the best laid plans blew up in their freaking faces.
Do you think maybe? Oh, do you know what? Palmer's a bitch. Palmer is a bitch. You will get your comeuppance, don't you worry.
Nothing.
Oh my goodness!
Now, before we unpack this video, because there's a lot here compressed in a small space, I want to give a shout out to our brother. I want to give a shout out to him because I don't know how long he and the ex-wife were married. No clue how long the engagement process was. No clue how long they dated. But at some point in that process, because he's obviously a pretty smart guy. He's obviously very successful. He makes decent money. No clue what he does, but there's probably investments involved as well. He mentioned businesses, cars, the house. Guys, women, hashtag not all, but women have a very unique skill when it comes to sizing men up. They don't always get it right. Sometimes they screw up badly in I call it the initial phase. The initial phase when she sees you, looks you up and down, looks at what you're wearing, maybe checks out your watch. Maybe she saw you pull up in your vehicle if it's a nice one, or if it's a hoopty, who knows. She sees you and she sizes you up very, very quickly. Is this guy the kind of guy I would A, sleep with? B, is he the kind of guy I would play along with for a little while before I let him sleep with me? C, is this kind of guy the kind of dude who will never ever get the draws? He will never get the cheeks ever, but I'll play him for dinners and attention. Sometimes they look at a guy and they see, yeah, this dude is definitely balling. I could plug myself into his life and live a real soft girl era. But sometimes they think that guys are fools. Sometimes they think guys are easy pluck. I can get over on this. I can run circles around this guy and I can drain him dry and then off to the next. Well, this woman and her daughter are very much alike, you can tell. And you can look at her and tell because she's an old woman. She's dried up. She's well past her expiration date. You cannot tell me with a straight face that she and her daughter didn't look at this guy when they first started dating and do her inventory. Yeah, mom, he's got this nice house over in I don't know where in London they are. He's got these cars. I see a Tesla over her left shoulder. Who knows what other kind of makes and models he's got, but Teslas don't come cheap unless you get them used, and even then. So this guy's got that going on. He's got businesses, plural. Oh, mom, I hit the jackpot. I found me a pluck. I found me a sucker. Thankfully, there's no kids involved, because trust me, this chick came over there with the sympathy card trying to play it. Believe me, if there were grandkids involved, trust me, she would have brought them up in a conversation. So no, they plotted it out. She told her daughter, yeah, girl, give them all the sloppy toppy. Give them all of the goodie bag. Give them all of the guts. Let them get all the way down to the deep. Get them addicted to you. And then marry them. And then wait the prerequisite time, because I'm sure, I don't know UK law. Shout out to all my guys over in the UK. You can let me know down in the comments how long you have to wait around until stuff like alimony kicks in. Things of that nature. I'm not a solicitor, so I don't know what the rules are over there. But I'm sure that if there's anything like some American states, you got to wait around a certain amount of time before you can go and you can collect at the cash payout office called the family courts. So I'm sure she did exactly that. She played the dutiful wife, a role one she never really qualified for. And she was looking and counting the days, like a guy in jail scratching off a tally sheet on the wall for parole. And then she filed for divorce, which of course demands discovery of assets. And wouldn't you know it, the house she and her mother, she and her co-conspirator were so looking forward to living in, drinking mimosas out by the pool out back probably, doesn't even belong to him. The house is his mother's house. She's not married to his mother, and therefore has no access to this asset. The businesses are probably in a blind trust, which means the cars are probably company cars. Can't get those either. My daughter ended up with nothing. Well, no, that's not true. She has exactly right now what she came into the marriage with. She no longer wants to be my wife. She has decided her word can't be trusted. She has decided taking those vows meant nothing, and therefore she is an untrustworthy person. Untrustworthy people need not be rewarded. Do you not understand that, sweet cheeks? Do you not understand that your retirement plan that you and she cooked up together behind closed doors while smiling in my face, while you came over here, probably on many occasions, you broke bread with me, you sat down at my table and ate my food, smiling in my face while the two of y'all were grinning behind my back? I'm sorry this didn't work out the way you thought it was going to. I'm sorry your retirement plan blew up in both of y'all's faces. See, Ashraf Hakimi, shout out to Hakimi. I'm not even a soccer fan, but I'm a fan of that guy. He did a similar thing a couple years ago, or maybe it was last year, where his gold-digging wife, ex-wife now, thought she was going to get a payout. Come to find out everything he had, from his clothes to his watches to his socks, were all in his mother's name back in Morocco. So now his wife, who's also a multimillionaire, but not nowhere near the kind of money he's got, now has to pay him alimony and child support. Shout out to Hakimi, man. This dude is a graduate summa cum laude from the Hakimi school of fucking these hoes over the way they plan to fuck you over. And now you mad. Got her hands on her hips, shaking her head, doing the whole neck twirl thing. See, this is a white woman, an old white woman from the UK, guys. But it seems as though that hyena ghetto spirit can apparently swim across oceans, because this is the kind of crap I'm used to in my community. Apparently, that hyena ghetto spirit can invade white women with a cool British accent. Sad to see. Sad to see. But hilarious at the exact same time. Because, guys, never forget, a woman who's not truly into you is going to do something different. What she's going to do is she's going to try to extract value in a different way. She's going to try to extract value from you to convince herself to let her go all the way with you. See, a guy she's really into don't got to pay nothing, or so close to nothing it might as well be nothing. She's coming over his house, bringing him food when she gets there. They're going to eat together, pretty much carbo load, and you're going to blow her back out and send her back where she came from. She came out of pocket, not him. But for a guy she don't like, oh yeah, she gonna try to run the bag up on you. She wants you to take her to a nice restaurant, real pricey, reservations only, gotta wear a jacket and a tie to get in there type shit. When you get there, she's gonna blow the menu up, lobster and bottles of wine and so forth, because she's trying to convince herself, she's trying to convince her vagina to give you access to it. That's what's going on here. That's what happened here. This guy is obviously, again, a very successful businessman. But shout out to him for being smart enough, for taking a page out of Akraf Hakimi's book, if you will, and putting all of his assets that would have absolutely have been seized and at least split in half at the end of a destroyed marriage, and putting in places where she and her money-grubbing lawyer and mother can have no access, and put her back on the streets where she always belonged. I love this story. This story right here put a smile on my face, and I had to do a video on it. I couldn't let it go. I was going to let this go, but I couldn't, because you guys who haven't gotten married, to all my single guys in my audience, I know some married guys in my audience as well. Shout out to all you guys. I'm glad you're here. Hit that like button. But for my guys who are young and unmarried, my advice to you is simply this. If you start getting serious with a girl and you think she's your extra special unicorn, maybe you're right. And for those of you who you are right, fantastic. Congratulations. I hope it all goes well. I really do. I hope you guys beat the odds, because the odds aren't in your favor here in the States. Apparently over in the UK either. But for you guys who are looking at maybe going the distance with this female, my advice to you, unbeknownst to her, say it again for the guy sitting way in the back, unbeknownst to her, you need to take some time out of your schedule. Take a day off. Take 2 if you got the PTO days in the books. Sit down. Pay the man. Talk to an attorney who specializes in asset protection. Put your assets that if she wake up one day with a bug in her ass and decides to detonate the family, all so she can cash out. You need to know what your rights are. You need to know how to protect yourself so that she does not have, she and her people, like this video, have no access to that which you worked your whole life to accumulate. I don't care if all you got is a 1985 Chevrolet Cavalier with a rusted out quarter pound. I don't care. It's yours. And damn it, no lawyer, no judge should have taken from you because she changed her mind. No, absolutely not. Find out what your rights are in your state, in your province, in your village, wherever you live. Find out what the rights are and find out how, if it's even possible, to protect yourself from these vultures. Protect yourself at all costs, guys. That's it, fellas. Oh, before I go, again, I want to give a salute to this guy because he kept her on the other side of a Ring doorbell and a locked door. She can't say he put his hands on her. Everything she said and did is on camera. So in the event that things got crazy, he could always protect himself again. Put barriers to bullshit in your life, guys. Use modern technology to your advantage. That way no one can scandalize your good name and say you did something that you did not do. Man, this guy's my freaking hero. That said, that's my time. Like the video? Comment down below. Share with a friend and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Until next time.